deadlines matter in a real estate transaction. So in the story that I am going to tell you, I was the listing agent and representing the sellers. We had the house under contract with one set of buyers. That appraisal had some major errors on it and came in very low. Those buyers did not want to take the time to fight that appraisal, so they went their separate ways and got their earnest money back. We went ahead and put the house back on the market. There was a second buyer who came through. She really liked the house previously and was very excited to see it come back on the market, felt like it was meant to be. So we were under contract with this second buyer, and she had begun the process with one lender, did not like his fee structure and switched lenders. So she was unable to make the initial closing date, and the sellers agreed to extend that for her. She was unable to meet the second closing date, and the sellers extended one more time, but that lender and that agent did not make the closing date. So closing came and went. The seller already had come back from another state to sign the paperwork and incurred some expense in doing so, and the buyer was never able to sign. So that contract's dead now, and the sellers were able to get a portion of her earnest money because of the expenses that they incurred coming up, and because there was no extension in place. Her agent was not looking out for her or trying to protect her earnest money in this case, or there would have been another extension in place. The sellers didn't want to give another extension. So at this point, they were looking for a buyer who was serious and able to get the house closed. So we got a third set of buyers and got under contract with those. The house did close, and in the meantime, between the second and third buyer, we had a house that closed in the subdivision at a high price point, which helped the sellers and with their comps. And then this final contract was able to net my sellers approximately $16,000 more than they would have gotten from the second contract. So the moral of the story is make sure that your agents understand the contract back and forth. They should understand the deadlines, and they should be able to protect you, maintain working in those deadlines, and protect your earnest money. My sellers were happy. I'm glad that I was able to help them in this situation, and I do feel very bad for the buyer that lost out on a house that she really wanted, and also some of her earnest money, because her agent wasn't protecting her. So it's really important to make sure that you have an agent that is looking out for your best interest. And if you are looking in Stafford, give me a call. I'd love to help you. Talk to you soon. Bye.